Hello everyone, so in this video I'm gonna review this book. It's called Lessons in Chemistry, written by Bonnie Garmus. It's the #1 global bestseller. There has been an Apple TV original TV show about this book. It was gifted to me on my birthday, on my previous birthday, and I really enjoyed it because I also graduated in a chemistry related field. I graduated with a chemical engineering degree, so it was really interesting to see from the perspective of a chemist. As you can see, the main character is also a TV host and she cooks in that TV. The setting of this book is in the 1960s. So this book tried to show women should be in the kitchen kind of vibes. She's trying to be a beacon of change. And she talks a lot about feminism and things like that. Also in the 60s, there was a lot of racism in America. So she tried to have a strike and things like that. So these are the main themes of this book. I'm trying to not spoil it as well. Basically, I liked this book because the writer tried to portray a woman who is very smart, who is a chemist, and who knows a lot about chemistry due to life circumstances. And just because she is a woman, she was forced out of the academic realm and become a mom. She faces some tragedy and she's a single mom now trying to make ends meet. So she accepts to become a host in this kitchen show, a cooking show. The way she is blending chemistry with food is remarkable, the writer and the main character. So I'm gonna read this part for you. Chemist Elizabeth Zott is not your average woman. In fact, Elizabeth Zott would be the first thing to point out that there is no such thing. But it's early 1960s and her all-male team at Hastings Research Institute take a very unscientific view of equality. Forced to resign, she reluctantly signs on as the host of a cooking show, Supper at 6, but her revolutionary approach to cooking, fueled by scientific and rational commentary, grabs the attention of nation. And soon a legion of overlooked housewives find themselves daring to change the status quo, one molecule at a time. And another thing I really like is the design of the book. I did judge a book by its cover. I really like how colorful it is, and the colors are 1960s vibe, but at the same time cool in this day and age as well. To be honest, I enjoyed the book more than the TV show. I also watched the TV show, but the TV show, for me, it was a bit boring. Maybe because I have read the book first. I was actually reading and watching the TV show at the same time. So I was reading and then watching. So it was kind of a different experience than just reading or than just watching a TV show, because I've never done this before, like read a book and then watch a TV show or the movie right at the same time. So it was an interesting experience to see how books get adapted to TV shows. So it was interesting to do that. And I really like this emblem as well. There's a violent scene in this book, so caution is needed before reading this book. Like, just expect some violence will occur so that you're not really surprised, because I was not informed that it had some violence, so it was very shocking for me. It involved a lot of rowing, the sport with the boat and things like that, and it shows some kind of meditation like thing linked to rowing, and I liked that and made me feel like I want to try rowing myself. It seems very calm and requires a lot of physical energy, and at the same time balance and also you're in nature, so you're experiencing nature and water. I think it's a really great sport. And the writer of this book is actually a rower herself, so she knows what she's talking about. My favorite part in this book was when the main character, Elizabeth, was truthful to her values even though her livelihood was at stake. Basically, what happened is that she was forced to advertise something that did not align with her values. Basically, it was not a really healthy product, but it was advertised as so, or neglected to say that part. And at first she did it because she would be fired if she doesn't advertise this product. But on the next airing of the show, she said, whatever I said in the previous episode was not true. Don't buy this product. It's shit. Instead, do it yourself, or something like that. And for me, that was really heroic and made me feel good inside. Okay, this is the writer, so I'll read about her. Bonnie Garmus is a copywriter and creative director who has worked widely in the fields of technology, medicine, and education. She's an open water swimmer, a rower, and mother to 2 wonderful daughters. Born in California and most recently from Seattle, she currently lives in London with her husband and her dog 99. Her first novel, Lessons in Chemistry, is a #1 Sunday Times, New York Times, and international bestseller. It has been translated into more than 35 languages. So her dog 99 is also related and shows in this book as well. I forgot the name, but the dog's name was also a number, maybe 99, and it was very memorable. And the relationship with her dog is very sweet as well, because she adopts a dog who is a stray. There were some parts where what the dog was thinking was also written here, like from the first person perspective, from the first dog perspective. Basically, this book inspired me to cook and to understand the chemistry behind it. And since I'm a chemical engineer, I always try to use my degree in some sort of way, because we paid a lot of money for that degree, right? I needed to get out something. Yeah, there are some cute molecules and things like that. So if you are like a chemistry person or a chemical engineering person, I think it would inspire us to learn more about chemistry. Definitely it made it cooler. Chemistry is already cool, but it's a bit hard to study, you know what I mean? You have to push yourself. For a normal brain, if you're not like a genius, it's kind of hard to study, and you have to push yourself, and we need some inspiration. So I think this book can be the inspiration for sure. Okay, these are all the great things that I experienced when I was reading this book, but of course I have some negative things to say about this book. One negative thing that I'd like to say about this book is that it was a bit annoying sometimes, because she's always talking about feminism. Elizabeth, the main character, was always mentioning feminism and stressing we can do it, I can do it, I can be the best, as good as a man in everything sort of vibes. And I do understand it, and I do have that kind of inclinations myself, but always being in the state of defense like that was a bit annoying. But I guess in the 1960s you have to be like that in order to create something big, That's what I thought. And in general, the writing is interesting, but I wasn't into the story so much, because it was the preachy parts were a lot, so maybe that's why, I don't know. But when you are into the story, and you feel like reading more, that kind of feeling was not really there. I had to kind of push myself to finish reading it. But of course there were parts that I really liked and I wanted to read more, but there were more times that I pushed myself to finish it. I know it's kind of counterintuitive, like I was saying all those good things about the book, and then at the end I'm like saying I was pushing myself to finish it. I mean, like in the percentage, like 50% was good, but 50% I pushed myself. Maybe like 60-40, I don't know, something like that. But I enjoyed the topic. I enjoyed reading it because I wanted to improve my English language skills and also like chemistry skills somehow. I don't know. It's related to chemistry, so it was more interesting to me. And I liked like romanticizing, chemistry and lab and things like that because they look cool. So I like that, and I like the cover, and basically I liked a lot. You understand me, right? I liked this book basically, and I want to give this book maybe 7 or 6.5, 6.5 to 7 out of 10, considering how much I liked it. It's a good number because when you think about like IMDb for movies, I think 7 is quite a huge number, and 6.5 also, it's pretty watchable, right? That's what this book felt to me. It was not amazing, but it was not bad. I also maybe liked it more because I was in the chemistry side. Yeah, I would recommend this book to anyone. It's a light read, quick, nice read. Yeah, for people who are improving their English or just reading it for the sake of reading, for being entertained. It's a good book, and the TV show is also watchable. It's not as bad as I made it out to be, but I preferred reading it, not watching it. So that's it. And I would like to finish my video now. I hope you enjoyed my video and learned more about this book. I'll see you in my next video.